The 2027 Mercedes E-Class is the kind of car that reminds you why Mercedes has owned the executive sedan conversation for decades. It looks elegant, expensive, and quietly futuristic, and it feels like the exact car people will point to when they say luxury has moved on to a new level. Your image captures that beautifully, with the clean rear design, vertical taillights, smooth body lines, and polished presence that make the E-Class feel both familiar and completely new. The E-Class has always lived in a very important space, not too flashy, not too small, and just premium enough to attract buyers who want comfort without going full S-Class. The 2027 model keeps that identity, but turns up the intelligence, polish, and visual impact in a way that feels more modern than before. Mercedes is clearly using this generation to bridge tradition and future, which is why the car matters so much. It is not just another luxury sedan, it is the brand's everyday flagship for people who want sophistication without excess. The styling is one of the biggest reasons this car will get attention. The profile is sleek and aerodynamic, the front end is more expressive, and the rear design remains understated but elegant, exactly like the image shows. The vertical taillights and smooth trunk line give it a more premium and mature character, while the overall shape keeps the car looking long, low, and expensive. Mercedes did not go wild here, and that is the point. The E-Class is supposed to feel like confidence, not drama. Inside, this is where the 2027 E-Class really leans into the future. The big story is the MBUX superscreen layout, which merges digital displays into a seamless high-tech dashboard environment. Add ambient lighting, premium materials, improved charging options, and smarter control layouts, and you get a cabin that feels more like a luxury lounge than a traditional sedan interior. The rear seat also matters here, because the E-Class has always been a car that works just as well for passengers as it does for drivers. Mercedes is expected to keep the lineup efficient, smooth, and strong. Current reporting points to electrified gasoline models with a 2.0-liter turbo mild hybrid, an inline-six option, and an AMG E53 hybrid that brings serious performance into the mix. That gives the E-Class a wide personality range, from calm daily luxury to something that can genuinely embarrass faster cars when the road opens up. The important part is that all of it should still feel refined, because the E-Class is about effortless motion, not brute force. What makes the 2027 story even more interesting is the fully electric E-Class that is also on the horizon. Mercedes is preparing a future version on its new MB.EA architecture, with the combustion and hybrid car continuing alongside it for buyers who are not ready to go all electric yet. That means the E-Class name is evolving into something bigger than one sedan. It is becoming a platform for Mercedes' next chapter in premium mobility. For enthusiasts, that is exciting, because it means the nameplate is not going away. It is expanding. The E-Class has always been about calm, and the 2027 model should stay true to that. Expect a smooth ride, quiet cabin, and a suspension setup that prioritizes comfort over sharpness, even if the AMG version brings more edge. That balance is what separates the E-Class from many rivals. It can feel sophisticated and relaxed without becoming boring. That is a hard thing to achieve, and Mercedes usually gets it right. This car matters because the luxury sedan market is changing fast, and Mercedes needs the E-Class to keep its identity strong while also moving into the future. It has to appeal to loyal Mercedes buyers, new tech-focused shoppers, and people who want a car that looks expensive without being over the top. The 2027 E-Class does exactly that by mixing modern design, advanced digital features, and the kind of polished character that only Mercedes seems able to deliver consistently. The 2027 Mercedes E-Class feels like the right kind of evolution. It is more modern, more connected, and more refined, but it still respects what made the nameplate important in the first place. Whether you care about the styling, the tech, the comfort, or the future electric direction, this is one of the most important luxury sedans to watch in 2027. It is the type of car that does not need to shout to be noticed. It just arrives and everyone pays attention.